What if I went like old school? Ooh. This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you also for seeking harmony both within and without. And I will not go on a rant about the way that the filters are coded. I'm not going to do that. That could be a message. You could be a more melanated person. See, I love this, but the flickers. Maybe you're into cinematography. Alright, let's go with that. Whatever. Pink like a rose quartz. Okay, so this is going to be a general, which means it will not resonate with everybody. And it's going to be for the full moon that is happening tomorrow night. The full moon is the last supermoon of this year. But obviously these readings are timeless. Okay, so let's just open up the space, acknowledging your ancestors, known and unknown. My ancestors, known and unknown, and the ancestors of the ground on which we stand. This space is Codes of Harmony. You can refer to me as Harmony in this space if you like. And I'm an energy worker. I work with Reiki, I work with sound. I'm a quantum healer, so you may find that I'm moving, shifting, cleansing, transmuting energy. I may use different sound instruments. You may find different physical sensations coming and rising and falling. And make sure that you let them do that as they do. Okay. Just going to burn a little sage. So tomorrow night's moon is the Beaver moon, and the Beaver, it's called the Beaver moon as from the traditional reference of the native peoples of America, the First Nations peoples of America. We'll call it the Beaver moon because it was the time that the beavers were starting to build their homes for the winter. And also the time when it's good to set traps, beaver traps, fishing traps, anything like that before the water freezes over. Okay, so opening up the space, we are going to do some cards to find out what this moon has in store for you. But please remember that not everything will resonate, or some things may resonate with you more at a different time in your ascension journey. Okay, so we've got some songs coming in. There's actually like a whole bunch of songs coming in at this for this message. Which one should I do first? So one of them is by Charlotte Day Wilson, which is called If I Could. And I don't know this one as well as others, but it's I'm hearing it, I'm channeling it and hearing it now, and it's something like, if I could cry once more, if I could waterfall, if I could, I'd bathe you, wash you of the sins that plague you, free you of all the struggles, I give you lots of praise, and you'd be free once more. Oh yes, I'd save you, rid you of the curses that plague you, sing you lots of praises and bring you back to shore. and you be free once more. So it is definitely about freedom, and the message that I received, the channeling that I received as I was meditating going into this reading, was about free souls in winter sunshine. Really, so this beautiful feeling, this collective feeling of this moon freeing souls is what I'm hearing. The other song that came through, the other channeled song that I received, was the House of the Rising Sun. There is a house in New Orleans, they call it the Rising Sun. It's been the ruin of many poor girls, and me, oh God, I'm one. If I had only listened to what my mama said, I'd be at home today. But being so young and foolish, my Lord, I let a gambler lead me astray. Somebody go get my baby sister. Tell her to never do what I have done. And shun that house in New Orleans. They call it the Rising Sun. Many of you have had past lives connected to New Orleans. I'm connected to the, what's it called when they banned alcohol? Thank you. Sorry, what is it? Prohibition. Thank you, whoever said that. Thank you. The prohibition. Some of you have had past lives directly connected to New Orleans, to jazz music, to prohibitions. Some of you have experienced issues to do with addiction, with substance abuse, or you are connected to somebody who is. And this moon is going to free your soul. For many of you, you have recently or been on a long journey to connect into this energy, connect into this freedom of the free soul. And of course, the soul is actually always free. We are always sovereign by birthright. Our innate nature is to be sovereign. But there are many illusions in the world that would have you feel that you are not free. Again, I'm hearing addiction. So many of you will be healing, transmuting issues of addiction that have been in your family, in your bloodline, that have been in your past life, I just heard teenagehood, and that might be connected to different people in your life. Okay, and the Charlotte Day Wilson song, If I Could Cry Once More, If I Could Waterfall. I feel like that is like a light workers healers anthem. I rid you of the sins that plague you. So it's about taking away this concept of sinning. So I'm receiving a clear message that, God, there's so many sounds coming in, it's a bit intense. Please let me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial. For a lot of you, this is about freeing of the soul, connecting in with the sovereignty that you are, that you hold, that is your birthright. And that's what this moon is going to be bringing you. A lot of you are going to have to let go of people, places, energies that are not good for you, particularly if they have some kind of connection, some kind of problem with addiction that they are refusing to face. The House of the Rising Sun is definitely a song that refers to that temptation, the temptation of getting lost in the House of the Rising Sun, right? Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial to everyone involved. So some of you may have felt lost. Some of you had connections with particular places that you were either you had some kind of addictive energy towards, or they had some kind of addiction that they were not willing to face, heal, or transmute within themselves. Please just allow all these messages to move through you with as much ease, love, self-care as you possibly can. Okay, so we have a skull and a rabbit. We're working with the Literary Witch's Oracle to start with. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. The Beaver Moon will bring you true understanding of what it is to be free, true understanding of what it is to roam. And now I'm hearing that's a country song. I don't think I've channeled a country song on this space yet. But it's give me land, lots of land, and the starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. So some of you are moving out of situations where you have felt very fenced in, or some of you are doing what the beavers do, as this is the beaver moon that's about to come. Oh, by the way, if you're in so-called Australia or this side of the hemisphere, the peak of the time to observe this full moon tomorrow night will be at 6 p.m. or actually technically it'll be at 5:59 p.m. which is interesting because yesterday I took a screenshot of my phone that I use as a camera at 5:55, and I hadn't double checked when the peak time to connect in with and see the super moon, the beaver moon that's happening tomorrow night, is actually 5:59. And that's interesting also because it's 1 minute before 6 p.m. There's some kind of significance for someone. So the skull, the cerebral, so there's air sign energy. I almost said air sign enemy. Some of you may have an air sign enemy who's thinking about you a lot. And obviously we also have to be cautious of what energies, I almost said entities, what energies you connect with and spend time with on the moon I'm hearing you either be surrounded by people and places and energies that show you how free your soul is, or show you how much freer your soul can be. Every time I'm looking at the rabbit, I'm hearing that, give me land, lots of land, and the starry skies above. So that's also bringing in, like, you know, it's not just about your physical reality. It's not just about how you physically live. It's not just about the wealth you have. It's not just about the physical abundance. Oh, also it's in Taurus. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. The full moon is in Taurus. So you may have Taurus placements, be connected to a significant Taurus. And Taurus, of course, are very known to be of the earthly realm, are very known to understand luxury, comfort, have beautiful things around them, have amazing decor, have style, enjoy the finer things in life. If you don't know your birth chart, now is a really good time to look into it before the super moon that happens. Please slow down, Divine. The skull. Okay, that's fascinating because the skull makes me think of that famous image from Hamlet, which is a Shakespeare's play. And on the 1111 portal, I channeled a huge live that was about the Romeo-Juliet frequency, which I've been tapping into. I specifically started tapping into on that day. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. So I feel like that's a reference to that. So lots of you are having heart expansion. The more that your heart expands, the more you will understand the sovereignty of your soul. The more your heart expands, you will understand the importance of love being free, of love not being about restrictions, obsession, limitations, attachments. Looking into your attachment style is going to be beneficial for you at this time. Please give me clear divine guidance, your most beneficial for everyone involved. Messages for the collective for the last supermoon of 2024. Okay, we have Virginia Woolf with a vision. Vision. Yeah, so I just, whoa, I just saw, like, that's so hard to describe. Okay, so you know how you have your periphery vision? I just saw, like, your periphery vision unfolding out to expand higher, to see bigger horizons, to see more potential, to see more of what a liberated, free soul really looks like. The other part of the message was about these free souls being in the winter sunshine, and there's something really beautiful about, there's something really amazing about when it's winter, you know, when it's cold. And obviously, like, that's the reference, the Beaver moon. I'm in a hemisphere where it, stay. I'm just asking Divine to just kind of draw in this message with a little bit more clarity. Wintertime, when it's so cold and then the sun shines, it's going to be that feeling. It's like you didn't realize how cold you were. You didn't realize how much going into this state of hermitude, going into this state of healing, going into this kind of revelation, internal revelation about the sovereignty of your own soul and your own spirit. This is going to change everything for you, is what I'm hearing from the divine. Okay, can you give us some more oracle messages? This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And thank you for everyone who clicks like, share, and subscribes, because it bounces out these messages to get to more members of the collective so we can rise together. Okay, we then have Janet Frame with Belonging. And then we have Teacup. Teacup. One of you recently broke a teacup. That may be confirmation for somebody. Please give us clear divine guidance for most beneficial for everyone involved. I'm just going to get 2 more oracles, and then we're going to move to the traditional tarot. Okay, Milk, and Sappho with Love. Okay, so yeah, definitely about love as the liberator. Love is the liberator. Love is the liberator. Love is the liberator. Why do they want me to say that so many times? Of the soul. Love is the liberator of the spirit. Yeah. So how much love you have received, how much love you have experienced, the pain, the loss, the joys, the highs, the lows, all of this has been wow. It's like all of the particles that make up your sovereignty, your freedom. Yeah, and then praying mantis. So a lot of you have also been changing and increasing your prayers lately, particularly at nighttime. And the divine wants you to know that your prayers are heard and that you are more liberated than you realized. Okay, we're going to move to the tarot now. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial to everyone involved. The last supermoon. And of course, a supermoon is so special for lots of reasons. Sometimes it's like you look up in the sky and it's like it's this thing that you're observing from a distance, and sometimes the distance feels so big. And then there are other times, other celestial events where it's like you can feel how close you are to the stars. You can feel how connected you are to the moon, to the skies, to the ether, to the galactic realms, to the heavens, however you want to see it. And when it's a supermoon, I can't remember right now because maths is definitely not my roundhouse. But it's something like 2,000, not 2,000, 25,000? 25, something like a crazy amount closer to the actual Earth. So it's not just an illusion, it's actually because of the orbit, because the shape of the orbit of the moon around the Earth, it is actually coming so much closer. So your manifestation skills, your ability to release anything that you release into the moon tomorrow night, it will have an effect tenfold, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get some collective messages for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Give me land, what the land in the... Some of you may be about to buy land. Some of you may be about to travel. Some of you may have received word of a loved one moving, changing, maybe giving you land. But every time I'm hearing give me land, lots of land, I'm also hearing and the starry skies above, don't fence me in. Let me roll through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. So yeah, if there's any ways that you felt restricted, now is the time to release that restriction. If there's anything in your life, okay, so the divine again is saying that something is going to happen. Please remember, not everything will resonate with everyone. For many of you, something is about to happen within the sphere, within the bracket of this particular supermoon, that is going to show you how free your soul is. There's an other half of you, of that sum that I just mentioned, who are going to have something happen that makes you understand the people, places, energies in your life that are trying to take away your sovereignty, that are trying to create illusions around your free will, your freedom of spirit, your soul's innate ability to be limitless, to roam, right? So it's like, okay, thank you, Spirit, thank you. So the land that they're talking about, for some of you, it is going to be physical. It's physical land, or travel, some kind of physical journeying that you're doing. For others of you, it's about you understanding the land that you have within, understanding the acreage, the estate, the size of the endless. So lovely. Thank you, divine. Thank you. Please give me clear divine guidance and most benefit for everyone involved. That you actually have all of this land that is within you. You have this endless ability to roam the internal world of your sovereign soul. You have so much free range in the quantum realms, in the ether, in the different planes of your conscious mind, in the different planes of your subconscious, in the different parts of you. You have so much room to move, and it is just these physical things in this physical 3D world. And I keep hearing some of you, you're going to be very clearly shown that there are people, specific people, places, energies that are trying to delude you of knowing your this space that you have, right? Page of Cups. I just heard running like a child, and I just saw like a child running down a hill, like, you know, when you're a kid and you'd run down a hill really fast, and it was like just the rush of running down the hill. Some of you may have significant water placements in your chart. We then have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, communication. For many of you, you're in a work situation, or you're trying to build something, you're trying to create something with The wrong elements. So some of you, it's actually about the elements of the different people that you're working with, or the thing that you're trying to build and create. So for example, if you have like 5 fire signs trying to create a business together or trying to plan a trip together, that's going to have a certain amount of challenges. If you have 3 air signs and 1 water sign trying to do this, the 3 of Pentacles, collaborate, communicate, decide together, that's going to have its own challenges. But what you're being asked by the divine is to work out what are the benefits of those particular elemental combinations within the star signs that you find yourself surrounded by, but also for you to, for some of you, just to understand that the combinations aren't right. Yeah, so it's like you can have this soup, you can have this beautiful bowl of ramen, and every single thing that you put in it is this perfect balance, this perfect like symphony of flavors and tastes and textures. And then, you know, someone can walk into the kitchen and decide that it needs more salt and put half a cup of salt in, and the whole thing is ruined. And all of those elements that have all gone in have all been compromised. Ramen also may be significant to some of you. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. I just keep hearing clairsentient. For some, if you don't know what the word clairsentient is and you've been drawn to this video, then I highly recommend that you go and check that out. This card has landed on my solar plexus. Yeah, like this. Okay. And oh, no way. Is that what I think it is? I think it is. The strength card. Okay. That's funny for multiple reasons that will distract me from my channel. The strength card. You may be Leo like me, if you can't tell. You may have significant Leo in your placement. I just heard in your family. Some of you have very significant Leos in your family. But this is also about your inner strength. Okay. Somebody has a significant sister. Oh, sorry, not a significant sister, because all sisters are significant. Everyone is important. But something significant happening with a sister. This could be somebody who is a sister by blood, a sister by birth, or a sister by soul, you know, a sister that you feel is sovereign soul sister to you. Just allow these messages to move, yeah? Just know, please give me clear divine guidance for most beneficial and involved. They just keep wanting me to tell you you're sovereign. You are sovereign, you are sovereign, you are sovereign. Your soul has the ability to roam as far as you want to go. And nobody has entitlement to you. Nobody has the right to you. Regardless of the relationship you have had, regardless of money, regardless of a contract, you are a sovereign soul, okay? So you hear the term sovereign citizen, free citizen. When we look at it in a galactic term, when we look at it in, oh, wow. When we look at it in a spiritual term, you know, like, if you've been drawn to this video has found you, you are undoubtedly a citizen of the stars. You are galactic, you are unlimited, and you are tapped into a higher consciousness that gives you even more roads to walk down, even more highways to drive, even more paths, even more journeys for you to discover more parts of yourself. And that is also because of the work you've done. And so we're also taking our hat off to you. A round of applause. Remember you used to do that when you were a kid and you thought you were really funny? There's lots of cute childlike energy, which is also very Leo, which is also we want to remind about the taming of the lion, right? So the other thing about this card is that this figure is actually being quite gentle but firm, and you're being asked to call in this energy as you move into creating borders, boundaries, bridges, breaks, and dams to protect this freedom. Not all energies are meant to have access to you. That's important for one of you or a few of you to understand. You just like, there's a big sense, there's a really big sense of like allowing too many people, too many energies to have access to your frequency. And part of this moon is going to be teaching you that. Okay? How about we quickly just get a message for the Taurus or the Taurians? And of course, that can be sun, moon, rising, Venus, anywhere in your chart. And we all have some connection or element of Taurus in us. For the Taurus, yes, 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 you're welcome. Wowza. Oh, ow. Okay. The 10 of Wands of a cycle. Some of you are also connected to significant fire signs. I just heard one of you is surrounded by fire signs. My sympathies are with you. I say that jokingly and as a fire sign, obviously. But it's something about the balance, okay? So the elements you have around you. And I'm not one of those readers that's going to be like, you know, that everything needs to be, that you need, trying to get you to think that you need to be hyper conscious of spiritual attack. It's not that. It's more a sense of like, once you see your soul's sovereignty, you will have much less time, capacity, patience, or interest in allowing certain frequencies into your space, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Okay, and we also have the Judgment card. This has come out, I think, 2 times, 3 times in the last week. I just heard, God is watching us. Oh, God is watching. So a lot of you really are being like divinely guided. You are like, I just keep hearing round of applause, round of applause. I think that's your spirit guides. Some of you may be actually entertainers, performers. I just saw somebody in a like a lecture hall. You may be a lecturer or connected to university. I just heard University of the Cosmos. Okay, all right. Taurian energy. You know, it's a tough. Taurians can be tough. Like Taurians really, really can be tough. No way! The Moon card. Oh, yes. Oh, let's all just take a moment. Let's all take a moment. The Moon card has shown up for the last supermoon of this year, 2024. But my readings and channelings and this energy work we're doing is timeless. Oh, exciting energy. Okay, let's just focus on this. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Thank you for everything that you are. Thank you for all of the parts of you that make up the multi-dimensional being that you are. Thank you for all of the ways that you contribute to the collective's healing. The more you liberate and see yourself as the sovereign spirit and soul that you are, the more others around you will be liberated. Just even by being near you, right? Even being near your energy is a liberating thing. Okay. Big energy. Ooh, big energy in the house. Okay. All right, let's just let go of any fear and restrictions, any concerns about what other people think. Yeah, that's something that really cannot be part of this moon. Oh, woo! Okay, so the first clarifier for the moon on this special super moon reading is the world. All right. So this is like a huge collective shift. Yeah. This isn't just woo. Yeah. Okay, yes, yes, yes. The Nine of Swords, dream space. Yeah, dream space. And this is the energy some other people are going to be in as you realize who you are, as you liberate. Oh. Okay, let's move some of that energy. Okay. Some of you have been having nightmares, okay? It's important that you understand that sometimes your nightmares will show you dark, intense, brutal, gruesome images in order to provoke and break open your heart chakra, in order to allow you to sense and feel with energies within you, emotions within you that you cannot face in your waking days. And anything that you're ashamed of from the past, it's just not, you need to find appreciation for that, not shame. There's so much like reading of the old timelines going on. Maybe that's not the best way to put it. There's so much transmuting because energy can't die, energy just changes. Wow. Okay, the Chariot, Cancer energy. Whew, we got Pisces on the board, Libra energy, and then the Hierophant, the higher order of things. Many of you have been spending a lot of time getting other people to understand their magic and their gifts and their place in the order of things. Oh, and this is Taurus, of course. And this is Taurus. So Taurus don't play, okay? And the Hierophant definitely is an energy like these are the sacred, the laws of nature. These are the spiritual laws. And the spiritual law is about sovereignty. So anybody who wants to take away your, oh, my nose just started itching. Ooh. Channeler, that's a channeler thing. I'm sure you know if you channel ever. Oh, wow. Okay, all right, releasing energy. If anyone needs to sneeze, please sneeze right now. Yeah, just, yeah, and laugh if you need to laugh. Release, 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 release. Okay, there's going to be 3 loud bells. As we hear these bells, we're going to let go of anything that is holding us back from understanding our sovereignty, our soul's freedom. Okay, 1. Thank you. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay. I'm an energy worker and a channeler, so thank you for being open to these messages and the energy work that we're doing here together. Thank you for doing this energy work. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for being, I just have Braveheart. That's cute. Some of you rewatching Braveheart would be beneficial for you. Which is interesting because Braveheart's also about territory. Braveheart's about sovereignty and freedom and liberation. And that there was a small group. of rebels. Yeah, there's a rebel energy going on. There is a overthrowing of shadow energy. There is a vast overthrowing of shadow energy, shadow entities, shadow forces that have existed before this moon, before the moon that's taking place tomorrow night. The Eight of Wands, fast movement, especially coming after the Chariot and the Hierophant, because this is the higher order of things. And anybody who wants to do spell work to take away your freedom, your sense of your free will, they are breaking the divine order of things. And there is going to be vast justice. There's vast justice that will take place. Whoa. To anybody that's doing that. Yeah. And if you happen to be seeing this message, if you happen to be resonating and connecting in with this message, you are somebody who has always fought for rights, somebody who has always tried to bring balance and justice and light into your families, into your friend groups, into your workplaces, into your interpersonal relationships, into the pro-social order of things. And I keep getting messages about the Fibonacci spiral, and particularly connected to the rose frequency, right? So I've been getting these downloads about the rose frequency, and maybe I'll show you on this candle that I just happen to have here. But the way that the Fibonacci spiral, the Fibonacci pattern works, particularly with roses, is that every new set of petals will grow in between the two bigger petals. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You do. Thank you. Yeah. And that is about so that the already established petal will not overshadow and stop sunlight from reaching the smaller petals. I think that's so sweet. I think that's such a beautiful metaphor, about, it's about, we all have these different things that we are incarnated with, these different gifts, these different abilities. And as you grow, as you ascend, as you heal, as you find your way, find your path, as you connecting with and follow your true North Star, you are unpacking these gifts. You are unpacking this understanding of your superpowers, of your birthright. And many of you have intensely powerful gifts, and many of you have a birthright to bring justice into the world, to bring justice into the situation you find yourself in. But that justice can't come through only liberating others. It must come with liberation of the self. Powerful. It's some powerful energy with this moon. Like, whoo! Okay. What will this moon bring us? Please give me clear divine guidance. I can hear a baby crying. That's interesting. Please give me clear divine guidance. Be most beneficial for everyone involved. Wow! 10 of Cups. Bam, bam. That's right. Because you don't know your own strength. But something's going to happen in the next few days in the bracket of this powerful as fuck supermoon to show you how filled with limitless love you are, how free you are, and how free you are to love who you want, to love how you want, to live how you want, to live where you want, to divine to live in union with divine, to live in harmony with divine by honoring all of the gifts that divine blessed you with. by honoring that birthright of liberation. I don't normally leave this curtain open, but the sunshine has just come out. That's also kind of cute, considering that part of the message was about free souls in the winter sunshine. You got your 10 of cups coming, baby. You have 10 of cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 of cups. That's right. 10 all coming. And you know why? Because you know how damn fine you are. You know how powerful you are. You know how strong you are. You know, and this is all collective energy, right? Like, that's part of my gifts, is I really can feel collective energy. And until I realized that was what was happening, it was kind of intense for most of my life, for a lot of my life. Feeling, you know, you're an empath as well. Okay, so this is an empath collective 100. Can we get a message for the empaths? Oh, stop it. Oi. So after we get the 10 of cups, the most love you can have, the most abundance you can have, the biggest, most booming heart space. I keep hearing brave heart. Some of you, that's important. Rewatching Braveheart will be really beneficial, and bring you messages to help you understand and get clarification about the situation that is restricting you in your life at this time. Then we get the 1111 card, and I also mentioned in my last live that the Romeo Juliet frequency that I tapped into, the huge heart chakra activation that took place on the 1111 portal, just gone. Okay. So some of you, this is about marriage breaking down or building up. Please give me clear divine guidance for most beneficial for everyone involved. Okay, this is really intense because some of you are about to find and move into divine love and divine union. Others of you are going to be shown very clearly that what you thought was a divine union is not a divine union. But this is really like, that's beautiful love and energy either way. That is really like celebration. Make sure that you, and that's for the empaths, right? So the empaths are not only knowing how free and sovereign their souls are, but we are also, it's like the world can't argue about that anymore, is what I'm hearing from divine. The world cannot argue about the fact that healers, light workers, chosen ones, we can teach them how to be free. We can show them how to be free. I've been channeling this message about going back to the village, you know, going back to the tribe, going back to living with nature, going back to a way of life that is about being connected to thy neighbor, being connected to the people, places that you engage with, and actually really nurturing, benefiting, bringing all of yourself to the table. And that is something that for many, many generations has been, oh, they don't want me to talk about that. Okay. All right. If I could cry once more, if I could waterfall, I would bathe you, wash you off the sins that plague you. I know the words. Free you of the troubles, and you'd be free once more. Oh yes, I'd save you, rid you of the burdens that plague you, give you lots of praise, and then bring you back to shore. and you'd be free once more. So this is really also so much about just remembering who we are, remembering that we can roam as far as we want, that we can manifest into our physical reality what we desire, that we are liberated. And I say this obviously with full knowingness and full empathy and heart space for those ones who are in physical situations that are not free, physical situations, places, specific places that I'm not going to mention because I want this video to continue rolling as it is even in those spaces, those people still have freedom. Even within a prison, within a war-torn country, within a abusive family that you have just suddenly been birthed into, you still have sovereignty. You still have freedom. You know, somebody can do something to you in the physical 3D realm, but you can choose how you receive it. You have freedom, sovereignty, and liberation for how you react to it, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You have a birthright of the free soul, the sovereign soul, a citizen of the cosmos. And spread this word is also what I'm hearing. All right. There's so many songs coming in. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, 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 shine. Love you working with sunshine, working with solar energy is important. If you are watching this video and you don't know your birth chart, please go and work out your birth chart, because some of you have these like powerhouse activated placements within your birth chart that are operating through you, that are moving through you, that are really like, they're your secret weapons, right? And so understanding your birth chart is going to be like a activation manual, is what I just heard. Whoa. That's I'm seeing so many things. Please make clear, divine guidance be most beneficial for everyone involved. I should wrap it up while my soul is still here in this earthly plane to deliver this message. And music is part of my work, right? Like songs is part of the way that I channel and the way that I get messages across to you. And yeah, obviously, like if I resonate with you, if you resonate with my energy, then I would love for you to continue connecting in with my work. If not, then thank you for everything you are. Thank you for being here. What do we got? Star card. We got the star card and the moon card coming out for the full moon reading. Oh, my solar plexus is so like just spiraling in this like beautiful, like the way that it's meant to, just this flow. The collective, it's like the collective solar plexus is coming online. It's like the collective solar plexus is starting to move with that winter sunshine. Your wish fulfillments. Make a wish tomorrow night. Wherever you find yourself, looking up at the moon. If you cannot look at it, but you can sense it and feel it within, make a wish. And the divine will grant that wish. And anyone who tries to compete, they just don't know their own sovereignty. They just haven't yet learnt and recognized and remembered their free, sovereign soul. All right, now should I grab Oracle or two to close this down? What would we like? Okay, what about Beyond Lemuria? Working with Beyond Lemuria. Stunning oracle artwork, just stunning. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Gives me clear divine guidance and most beneficial everyone involved. Home. I just heard home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Liberation via love. Love of the self, love of the universe, and love of those who have been in your life, whether they taught you through pain, pleasure, bliss, loss, death, okay. I'm a medium as well. I just heard the name Roseanne, Rosine, Peter, Patrick, something starting with an N. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of ancestral. Okay, there's going to be lots of ancestral activation of your ancient ancestral DNA. And this is going to come through in quite a rush. It's going to come through quite quickly, and you're suddenly going to have these like instincts, these intuitions, these ways of doing things that are connected to your free sovereign soul. And that the winter sunshine, they're showing like this thawing out of tree roots, which represents the family tree, I believe. And I've been getting a lot of channeled messages about chosen ones being in hiding, in plain sight. They've had us hiding in plain sight right until now, until the collective was ready, until the stars aligned. Pluto swinging into Aquarius for the next 20 years. The age of Aquarius has officially begun. A throat chakra, express your truth, and there's a beautiful blue butterfly, which is a synchronicity from some of the channeling recently. Blue butterflies are really like have such a free energy, and they connect the sky, the sea. The throat is the liberation, you know, like having dreams when you can fly and holding on to that memory, holding on to that feeling, and knowing that in the quantum realm, in all realms really, you have flown. You are free. Please give me clear divine guidance. Like the collective have been going through such big shifts. And like I've had a lot of lives, you know, like I had a lot of lives, a lot of past lives. But even in this lifetime, in this incarnation, you know, I've known a lot of people. I've been connected to a lot of amazing things. But now my gifts are at a level that I feel so much. I'm so tapped into the collective energy. At the same time as my ancestral energy, this is obviously a message for some of you, that I have needed, wanted, and felt incredibly drawn to reconnecting with nature. Incredibly drawn to reconnecting with nature. I just saw a sunflower. That could mean something to some of you. And I heard Roseanne again. Please give me clear divine guidance. If any of you have lost somebody, I'm so sorry for your loss. Know that during this bracket of this moon, you will have direct messages from that loved one that has just come to mind, especially if I just mentioned them. Please give me Caitlin, Russo, Kane, Laurel, Laura. I don't normally channel names, by the way, so this is interesting. Asina. Please give me clear, divine guidance. That'll be most beneficial for everyone involved. Some souls have left your life just to teach you, just as a way of helping you in freedom. Just as a way of you to helping to understand that we all have our own path and we all make our own choices. Our choices lead to different outcomes and multiple timelines. Please give me clear divine guidance, most beneficial. Okay. Let's wrap this up, divine. Get some moon water. Yes, thank you. Thanks, divine. Make some moon water tomorrow night. If you've never made moon water, it's a pretty simple process, but the intention, as always, is the most important thing. Get a clean or sterilized, if you're too worried, vessel, as clean as possible. Even just hold it over the steaming kettle. It's best if you get a vessel that you can put a lid on, like a jar or something like that. If not, you can get a vessel and place something over the top of it. But you sit it out before sun sets, before the sun goes down. Oh, my nose is like wildly itchy. The witch's nose. Bewitched means something for some of you. And rabbits may be a familiar of some of yours. You may have a rabbit. You may have dreams of a rabbit. A rabbit could be connected to your ancestry. If you had Chinese heritage, the rabbit in the moon is an important story. Even if you don't, that story could be beneficial and healing for you to know at this time. So you put the water out before the sun goes down with beautiful intentions. And then you allow the water to sit out until the moon goes down and the sun rises again the next day. And then all of the energy, the frequency of that particular moon. So tomorrow, the supermoon, the last supermoon, to have that water is going to be so charged with moon rays and power and magic and the qualities of the Beaver moon, which is about preparing for the winter months, preparing for that which is to come, preparing, going into hermit mode, family time, love time with loved ones, self-love, self-care, all through liberation, all through the understanding, and only with the understanding that your soul is completely sovereign. So people cannot tell you how to think. People can't tell you how to believe. People can't tell you how to love. People can't tell you who you are. And something is about to happen in your life. And for some of you, it will be a tower moment, okay? I can't lie about that. It will be a tower moment. And it may feel awful at this time, especially with this huge moon so close to the earth that you could almost reach up and touch it. But it is all going to be for your highest good, because it is all about showing you what liberation is and what your birthright is. And your birthright is not to fulfill somebody else's expectations of who you are. Your birthright isn't even about what you inherit physically. Your birthright is the magic, the gifts that has been inherited to you through the galactics, through your soul path, and through your bloodline. Because there are different codes, different wisdom that has been left with different ancestry, with different bloodlines. And so you understanding and activating, connecting with the magic, the gifts, the coding that is from specific to your bloodline that is within you is going to help unlock parts of you that have been trapped away. I just saw a tower. Okay, give me 1 or 2 oracle cards to close this down. Everybody's free to feel good. Everybody's free to feel good. Okay, solar plexus. A lot of you, this is going to be a huge activation of solar plexus energy. Belief in yourself. Understanding the jewel that you are, the diamond that is inside of you, understanding this powerful, wild, limitless being that can change shape, that can transform, that can transmute, that can take everything you've been through and turn it into an armor of diamonds and jewels and stones and crystals, each one representing a different gift, a different part of you that can shine, and all of it shining together to create this beautiful, bright winter sunshine that thaws out who you were, that thaws out this frozen image of self. Radiant illumination. And that's also your gift. Many of you, you have the gift of illumination, which means that you'll go into a place, a space, a situation, and illuminate. You just bring illumination, whether you meant to or not. Okay, I'm getting all these names. Catherine. Lots of you have ancestors that are trying to speak to you, and they will speak to you in the light of the moon, is what I'm hearing. No way! Shine your light. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine, 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 shine. Shine. The brighter you shine, the more you allow your true self to come out and illuminate your self-image, your understanding of who you truly are, of the true boundless, fenceless land that you own within yourself and within the quantum sphere, within the stars. A lot of you are also working with mermaid energy at the moment, and tuning into, well, some of you have some really like high frequency mermaid energy. Whoa. Just felt this like boom into my third eye. Your third eye is also going to be hyper activated during the next 4 days. Collect moon water, make a wish, light a candle for your ancestors, particularly if you've lost anybody in the last year or 2 years. Oh, wow. I'm getting so many activations. I better close this down. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I am so moved and excited to be connecting with my soul family. Thank you for everything that you are. The dark, the light, the seen, the unseen is all part of your glory. Okay, so got 3 cards to close it off with. Yeah, full spectrum. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for everything you are. full spectrum. Also, working with a chakra cleanse, like a full chakra cleanse, is going to be beneficial for many of you, particularly if you have a cloud of confusion around you. We then have the internal explorer. Everything I've just said in this whole reading, this whole channeling, this whole video. The color blue is important as well. And sing, if any of you feel like singing in the moon, whoa, your ancestors would love to sing with you, is what I'm hearing. Yes, and 39, our ancient future. You are the ancient future. And then underneath, we have the root chakra. Red's also been coming through a lot recently. And is that a moth? And there's a moth. So moths and butterflies may also symbolize something for you. Oh, and then fire with two big dragons. So there's I've been seeing pink and yellow dragons in the collective frequency recently, working with and tuning into ancient dragon knowledge. I'm just going to hold this card up, and if any of you, those who can see the screen, may find activation within this card. And fire, which speaks of Solaris sublime. So some of you doing a fire ceremony safely, please, and writing a letter to the past self, anything you need to release, anything that feels restrictive. So just think about, like, what are the words when I say free soul, sovereign soul, liberation of the soul? What are the opposite things that are present in your life that may be restricting, limiting, watering down, oppressing the freedom of your soul? And then you can work with fire to release that, as well as make sure you collect moon water. And if I could, I'd cry once more. Waterfall. If I could, I'd save you. Wash you of the sins that plague you, and you'd be free once more. If I could, I would save you, free you of the curses that plague you, give you lots of praise, and bring you back to shore, and you'd be free once more. I'm going to call it, I feel like that is a chosen one, light workers, oracles, healers, star seeds anthem, Charlotte Day Wilson, if I could. Thank you for everything that you are. Thank you for seeking harmony both within and without. And for everybody who's ever clicked like on one of my videos, thank you. Because it really does help get these messages out to more members of the collective so we can rise together. Happy Beaver Moon. Happy Super Moon. Be your super self. And listen to the signs that are about to come in, hot off the press, to show you where, how, and who may be limiting the freedom and liberation of your beautiful, limitless soul. Oof! Big channeling, big work, big moon, big love. From Codes of Harmony.